Hello, I'm Karen Elgersma in North Saanich, and we are going to show you how you can get your house all green for Christmas. And you're watching Go Island on Shaw TV. On today's show, how one family got the help they needed so their kids could participate in sports. And we meet a man who's been repairing shoes for nearly 30 years. But why he fixes them may surprise you. And Sucheta Singh checks out Rock Bay footwear. All that and much more on Go Island.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network.
Hello, thank you so much for joining us on Go Island. It really is just a few more sleeps to the big day, and most of you will have Christmas dinner. Maybe you'll have a Boxing Day brunch or a New Year's Eve party. But whatever you do, you will want your house to be filled with beautiful, fresh greens, maybe a centerpiece, maybe a swag, a wreath. And we are here in North Saanich at my neighbor's house.
Hi, Karen.
And we are gonna teach you some really simple ways that you can green up and beautify your house for the season.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm so happy just being surrounded in your beautiful studio here in North Saanich by all these greens and flowers. You're just a magician, but you love to teach people.
Yes. Oh, we have so much fun. We do workshops in our studio here, Karen. Yeah. All kinds of things.
And you are very patient because she's taught me, Miss Black Thumb, how to do this. But we're going to teach you. So let's begin with the centerpiece. Centerpieces are something that are actually kind of nice to make closer to the big day. So you begin obviously by getting a foam, an oasis, nice and wet. Step number 2, you gather your greens.
That's right.
Now there's lots of ways to do it. What are the different ways people can gather greens?
Well, I get my greens through a wholesale supplier. You can gather them from the wild, but you want to make sure it's a place where you can pick things and it's legal to do that.
That's right. Or after a windstorm is always a good time to find greens. Yeah. Or a lot of people buy a big Christmas tree and then cut off some greens in order to fit in a stand. So those are good.
Yeah, and also in your garden, you can pick things.
How do you want to begin your centerpiece?
Well, the first thing you want to think about is the shape that you want to end up with.
Okay.
So this is sort of a typical centerpiece for the center of a table. So it's about 2 feet long and 1 foot wide.
Okay.
So when you do the greenery, you define the shape with that. If you have a centerpiece that you want to put on a sideboard with a mirror behind it, you could still use that same shape. But you might want to make it a bit taller on one side and hanging down more. And so I'm going to start putting some cedar. This is beautiful cedar.
Okay.
And I'm going to put this in here. The oasis is sticking up a bit over the top, so you can put things in and have them go down towards the bottom.
And the secret to doing this, all you people who are Martha Stewart wannabes but not true Martha Stewarts, have fun. This is Mother Nature we're talking about. You can't really go wrong. It may not look perfect, but when people see those beautiful greens on the table, they're just going to be delighted to have a fresh centerpiece. They're not going to go, oh, it's not perfect, right? So have fun with it.
Yeah, totally. It's creative.
It is creative. And get the things that you love. You can use twigs, you can use branches, you can use candles. I mean, look at, you can even use little snowflakes. It's all about just creating something that makes you happy, because we want you to be joyful on Christmas Day. Okay, so we've got this going down here. What's next? You just keep adding to it.
Yeah, that's right. So we just keep putting greens in to fill in our shape and to essentially cover the oasis.
Beautiful. And you're using different kinds of greens to give it that texture. And
this is Douglas fir. When you talk about the windfalls from storms, Douglas fir is wonderful because of the scent, right?
Yes.
It has the real nice evergreen fragrance.
I wish that you could smell what we can smell right now. It smells like Christmas in here. It is just so beautiful. When James and I walked in, James is behind the camera, we were both like, oh, smells so good in here. And that's what you love when you're making it too. You want those smells.
Yeah.
So we're going to continue to build on this oasis and show you some other tricks, including how to fill your planters and make them festive, and ideas on how you can put those beautiful greens around your doorways. But first, it's a common sight. You drive past a sports field and you see children. They're playing baseball, they're playing soccer, football. But for many families, it's simply not affordable to participate in team sports. But one family not only got the help they needed to put their children in sports, but because of it, they have 3 promising athletes. Justin Martin with that story. Thanks for that story, Justin Martin. You might have noticed that we changed the tablecloth. Yeah, that other one we got a little wet, oops. But we're having so much fun here. We just had to put a festive one on, and we're just continuing to make this beautiful centerpiece. Now, what's this sprig here?
That's called Oregonia. It's like a variegated box. Here, you want to go ahead and stick some of these in too, Karen.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm telling you, it is so simple. I was very intimidated the first time I did this, but if you just get going, you notice how easy it is and how beautiful it is.
There you go. I'm going to take these needles off.
Okay.
So it goes in better.
Okay.
And cut it at an angle, right? So it goes in nice and easy into the oasis. Anywhere. Just stick it in there. Just have it radiating out from the center. Just sort of the way things grow.
I want to show the viewer, just so that you can see a completely different look. Same idea, same oasis, but with reds and holly, and you get this look. Now people want to come and buy yours instead of making one of their own, because yeah, we're busy people, sometimes we don't have time. Where can they come and get a beautiful centerpiece or a wreath or a swag? Where are you? Close to me, I know.
Well, we're in North Sandwich at 1340 Monroe Road, and they can email me.
Okay.
ebthomas@shaw.ca, and our phone number is 250-655-1940.
It was so fun because when I came here to kind of get ready for today, Idwin was making this beautiful wreath, and she said, it's for a woman who has a really, really big door, and the wreath was just huge. So she's an artist, I'm telling you. But it is fun to make your own. Now, if you're gonna make a centerpiece with a candle, tell us where they can get these little tricks here. I love this. You can buy these at the craft store?
You can get those at the craft store, yep. And you might be able to get them from a florist shop as well.
Yeah, often they do carry them at this time of year.
And you can get them from me, too.
Ah, there you go. And this is a great way to make sure that your candle's in place, and you can stick it in there. We
so
won't
just
do that.
go ahead and push it in there,
Can we do it now?
Yeah, just stick it in. We should do it before it's too full at the top.
So that you know where it is.
Yeah, so you have room for it to go in, and then we're just going to fill that in with a few more greens.
Beautiful.
This is really pretty. This is juniper.
Yep.
And it's beautiful in arrangements. It's got the beautiful sort of blue berry.
We have to take a very short break, but please stay with us. When we come back, we're going to show you how you can make a beautiful swag that goes around. It's not a swag, what is it goes around your, I think of swag, but it's not. Garland that goes around your door. We're also going to show you how you can take that empty planter and fill it up and make it festive. So stay with us. What's the first thing you want to do? What kind of greens do you want to gather to create that garland around the door?
Well, you can use just about anything. You don't want to use stuff that would wilt really quickly.
Okay.
So evergreens are good. This is noble fir. And Douglas fir is really good. This is Douglas fir here. It's got the fragrance.
It does have the fragrance.
White pine is really nice.
And then, of course, mix it all up.
Cedar is great.
Okay.
Yeah, you could use salal. You could use twiggy stuff. You could use, this is red huck, which is kind of like a wild blueberry.
Oh,
it's gorgeous in bouquets and wreaths and swags. You could use lots of different things.
So really, it's a combination of what you can get, what you have, and have lots of, because you will need lots.
Okay, so we're just going to wrap the wire around here and secure that first paw, and then we just go down
And paw number 2.
Paw number 2, and we
How many
just keep
paws do you
cutting.
need? I guess it depends on the length, you know, and you got to figure it out. But the idea is that you want it full and every section covered. So,
That's right. And these are fairly big.
They are big.
You can make it smaller.
but it's faster if you make it bigger.
Well, and I wanted a big effect because it's going on big doors.
It's going on a big door, yes.
Another big door. So
Yes.
I wanted something that was
Dramatic.
gonna have a, yes.
Absolutely. Well, as we continue to make paws and create beautiful things here in North Saanich, we are now going to head out to meet another expert in our neighborhood, this time a shoemaker who has a story that is just absolutely incredible. Paul Ballstein met up with him, and when you hear where he came from and why he's making shoes now, be prepared to get those goosebumps. Thanks for that story, Paul Ballstein. What a beautiful, beautiful story that was. We're here in North Saanich, getting all ready for Christmas. We have showed you how to make a centerpiece. We have talked about making garland that you can put around your door. And of course, Christmas wouldn't be complete without a wreath to welcome everyone into your home. Now, whether you bought a simple green wreath at the store or you created one of the fun things you can do to jazz it up and personalize it is adding either holly or red berries. And right now, Idwin is creating a nice little, almost like a paw, a little bundle of holly, just tying the wire around it so she can slip it in. And you're not scared of cutting yourself on those pokey little leaves there?
You do have to be careful. You can really hurt yourself on holly. You're right.
I've been injured by holly before. We have to take a very short break, but when we come back, we'll show you the end result. We'll also teach you how you can take those empty pots that are sitting outside and make them all festive. And of course, our show wouldn't be complete without another story on shoes. So stay with us. Back to Go Island. We're in North Saanich today, getting ready for Christmas. Okay, this is just so beautiful. You've added some berries and some holly, and voila! Isn't this gorgeous? Now, if people are going to just buy a simple green wreath, they can just go home and add their own color, and that would keep it simpler, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, you can take your own wreath home without the bow and
Yeah.
add a special bow. This is a special bow in this family, and it's one that we've added onto the wreath.
See, that's what it's all about. Keep your Christmas simple, whether you do it yourself or just jazz one up that you get. It allows you to kind of enjoy Christmas, personalize it, and also pause. Don't you find that pause to just add some fresh bows, greens? It just allows you to pause and enjoy the season.
That's right.
Because it's an insane time of year. We're now going to head out to talk about more shoes. Us ladies, we love our shoes, but no one loves shoes more than our very own Sucheta Singh. Thank you for that story, Sucheta Singh. I love creative people, including my neighbor who has not only inspired me over the last couple of years to make wreaths and swags and centerpieces, but all sorts of beautiful things. Now, we were teaching everyone how to make a garland around the door, and so now you just simply take that and hang it.
That's right.
And you could put it all the way around, or you could just hang it on one side. It's really up to you. Now, another thing I love is what you've done with your planter. How would people do this at home?
Oh, this is really easy to do. You just take a nice pot, right, and you just put lots of things in it. The greens. It's nice if you have some things that hang down a bit.
Yes.
And you want to have some height too, right?
Well, thank you so much for once again inspiring us all to get outside, enjoy beautiful things that smell good at Christmas. And I want to thank you for watching. If you have any thoughts, feedback, ideas, you know where to find us.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network. Women's clothing provided by Tulip Noir. Casual designer fashions. Men's wardrobe by DG Bremner & Co. Menswear and accessories. Hair services provided by Salon J.